Okay, and we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. Check the corner there. We are still in pink because we're still just finishing our really in-depth interview with Pink Tyson. What an interview that was. And those of you that are tuning in to now, when you get a chance, that is the most realist interview that I've done, I think, in my whole career of doing boxing interviews, probably the realest in terms of the emotion drawn to it and feeling so attached to it. So definitely check it out. The interview with Pink Tyson, the young lady that at one point had no gym and now is on her way to Las Vegas to train at Floyd Mayweather's gym. Okay, so the topic of conversation is one of my favorite fighters. And you know, the thing is, was great interview. Thank you much, Ruben. I get a lot of the great interview things recently. So, yeah, I must be coming back to form. One of the things I try, and I don't know why I do it, but I don't talk about fighters that are my favorite fighters. I don't come out and say, this is my favorite fighter, or that's my favorite fighter, or these are my favorite fighters. I don't know why I've never done it. Oh, I don't do it that often. It's usually people ask me the question who I like, and then I'll talk about it. I find that when you start saying you've got favorite fighters, it was actually something Gareth H. Davis said to me. Hello, Monty Brown. Good to see you. It's something that Gareth H. Davis once said to me. He says, I'm not a fan of boxing. I'm not a fan. I'm a journalist. My job is to write about the sport, but I'm not a fan of the sport. And I kind of listened to what he said back then when I met him. And even if he may act differently to what he says, that kind of stuck in my head to just be a fan, but kind of keep your fan stuff to yourself. And there are times when I do interviews where I'll say, yeah, I'm a massive fan of what you do and all stuff, but it's out of respect and out of almost being humble, just the fact to be able to talk, have the opportunity to talk to such a skilled individual or what they do, and I really admire what they do. So yeah, I try to keep away from that. But unfortunately, I say unfortunately, this situation I can't get away from. Amanda Serrano, one of the best boxers in the world, one of the best fighters, period, I've known. Not just in boxing, but in 3 different martial arts. She has proven herself to be a numero uno. I love Amanda Serrano, and I think I've been watching Amanda Serrano since 2013. Been chasing that interview with her. I'm going to get that interview with you, Amanda. You owe me an interview. I've been following you so long. And still not got an interview. And I know you're watching this. I know you're watching. So let's make it happen sometime. But what I'm going to do tonight is do something that I don't usually do, but I am doing it tonight because I want a different result. See, often when I talk, people say, oh, where's your evidence? So what we're going to do, we're going to go straight to the evidence to talk about this Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor situation. I want to talk about it. I really do. Yes, Michael? Let's talk about Gareth Davis is more a fan of people than sport. Well, yeah, I think that might be it. And I think, he's like Marmite. Some people love him, some people don't love him, but that's neither here nor there. So I want to talk about Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I haven't talked much about it, and I am a big supporter of women's boxing. I have been for many years, from Anna Houlihan to having Lucia Riker on the channel, to having Jessica McCaskill on the channel, to a list of girls. Heather Hardy on the channel. We've had so many female fighters on the channel through the years, and continue, of course, with Pink Tyson now. So I want to get into this because, as I said, I'm a massive fan of Serrano. Classy, one of the classiest women in boxing. Class act, class fighter. Just love everything about this woman. Absolutely love everything about her. And it was interesting because I was talking, yes, Mosquito Man, good to see you. I was talking earlier on about media. You see, when I speak, it's almost like I speak and there's like the universe saying, Ingram, I want you to follow this up. And then after talking to Pink Tyson, I thought, no, I ain't letting this go tonight. check this out. So I'm going to do something I don't normally do, but I want a different result. So let's do this. Let's get to Twitter, shall we? Let's see if it works. 3, 2, 1, and then boom. Oh, look, we are. There's the beautiful, the attractive, the great fighter, Amanda Serrano. But let's go. I want to go to the top of her page because it's something I like. Read the top of her page. Let's see if we can get that. Amanda Serrano, right? Look at this. Boxer. Only female and Puerto Rican boxer to win titles in 7 divisions. 115, 118, 122, 126, 130, 135, 140. There you go. That's a class act. That's a champion. That's a queen. You understand? That is a woman that has done it and deserves the utmost respect as a champion. You understand? This ain't no fly by night. This is legit. This is legendary stuff we're talking here. And in such a way, legends need to be looked after and treated correctly. Look, here we go. So 3 different sports: jiu-jitsu, MMA, and boxing. So if you don't know who Amanda Serrano was, you certainly know who she is now. So I'm just going to go down because I didn't pay much attention to the Katie Taylor thing until the fight was made. So I heard some murmurings going on about the fight, and then I heard that things weren't going too well. And here's a plot twist. Dibella reveals Serrano turned down Taylor fight. Check this out. June the 21st. Where are we now? 28th. This article is rubbish. IrishBoxing.com. Complete misleading bullshit meant as Katie propaganda. You never spoke to me. #boxing. Plot twist. Dibella reveals Serrano turned down Taylor fight before money had even been discussed. So we're going to go back up here. And 2 hours ago, Serrano says, yes, I signed 4 contracts to fight Katie Taylor. And despite what lies Eddie Hearn wants to say, he offered us a purse deduction and changed the location in addition to yet another date, May 2nd, July 4th, and now August 22nd. My team will handle this. I'm not a toy. I'm done with the games. Okay? So that's Amanda Serrano speaking out on it. It's not what I've got to say. This is the facts. You can check it out on Twitter yourself. Now it goes here. I trained all the way through for 2 counter fights. I wasn't even told of the new dates. Just read it like everyone else. I deserve some type of respect from Eddie Hearn, which I never gotten. His table, he runs his stable, but not me. Interesting. An hour ago, I just read that Lou Dibella and Eddie Hearns makes deals on my behalf without speaking to me or my manager. Not sure that this is even legal. You guys are discussing me, you know. I respect my manager, but I'm going to have to defend myself on this one. So there you have it there. I'm going to go across and see what Lou Dibella's got to say for himself. Dibella says an hour ago, no, she signed for a May 2nd fight. She didn't postpone it, even though it was ridiculous. And you caused fighters to train for no reason. You foolishly rescheduled it for early July. Amanda didn't cancel that either. Stop acting like we're not in a pandemic. What the F? Go down here a second. I want to go up a bit more because there's something Lou Dibella mentioned earlier. He said something which really raised red flags in my head. I'm going to try and get the tweet, which really made me pop off. If I can find the tweet. Here it is, right here. Hour ago. If Eddie Hearn is saying, I accepted a fight on your behalf, he's lying. There is no signed written agreement for August 22nd in his backyard. There was never any agreement, oral or otherwise, for August 22nd at the Matchroom Plantation. Never. And I see the word there, plantation. That's a strong term. I'm going to come out of that now. If I can. Can I come out of it? Will it let me come out? Let me come out of it. Yeah. Did I do it? Did I come out of it? Oh yeah, I did. I came out of it. So nobody can turn around and say to me, England, you made it up. England, where's the facts? Where's the sources? They're there. Lou Dibella and Amanda Serrano. And I didn't even read the text. The only bit I picked up was the plantation. Which, as soon as he said the word plantation, my mind spooled all the way back to when Barry Hearn was sitting down next to Dillian White and saying, "Oh yeah, now we have to call them Mister." I was like a slave master. What makes a person have to empower them to get out and say something like that? And then you bring forward, and then Lou Dibella calls Matchroom a plantation. Why would Dibella call Matchroom a plantation? What is a plantation? A plantation is where the slaves work, right? A plantation is what the slaves worked on. So is he calling Matchroom a place where slaves work? I'm beginning to wonder. I'm beginning to wonder. You all tell me. Yeah, wow is the word. Yeah, but did I just talk about earlier about media and told you about how media works? Did I not say it? Did I not speak out to you or said it? Now look what you got here. Had to put Raging Bull on pause again. Bloody hell, Ingram. Wow. Yeah, absolute wow. That's it. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. The media in this country are paid and bought for. If not this country, generally paid and bought for, and you see it just there. Lou Dibella comes out and calls Matchroom plantation. So it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. When I had Serrano on the channel and he was absolutely raging. He was raging. How did that promoter know about the purse bid for him and Povetkin when the Povetkin and him hadn't even done the purse bids, but the promoter knew how much it was for. You know, I wish people would just cotton on. Would just cotton on. These people operate the same way all the time. They operate the same way. They do the same. It don't matter if you won 7 world titles in 7 weight divisions, or you are just a, you are area champion. You're getting treated the same way. The same freaking way. If they can throw you under the bus, they'll throw you under the bus. And what do you think, boxing fans? Never mind me. What do you think? It says new comments there, but I can't see any new comments. Let's come out and see what it says. It says new comments. Why don't let me see the new comments? I wonder what's going on here. Why can't I see the new comments? Let's click out of this. Let's click back in. Let's click this back here. Let's smash that down there. Oh, here we go. Comments come back in. Hello, what is Lou on plantation? Laugh me out. Yeah, well, you wonder. Lou Dibella talks, isn't he? He deals with them, doesn't he? Eddie Hearn and his principal matchmaking. There you go. There you go. I mean, this is it. If it comes out of my mouth, then it's, oh, you're hating. Are you going to call now Lou Dibella a hater? Matchroom Square plantation. That's not good, is it? It's not good because it gives you a different insight into how things are. I don't need to be up in their business to know what they're about. You look at certain people in the eye, you know exactly what they're about. You understand? Harsh words from Lou. Why is it harsh words from Lou? Lou is in the boxing business and has been in the boxing business for many years. Why would it be harsh business for him protecting his champion? Why? It's not harsh words. It's the truth. I think you are too much of a damn apologist, especially to be printed. I think he's speaking it as it is. He speaks it as it is. That's the one thing you'll know about Americans. Speak it as it is. They'll tell you exactly what it is. You know, you're too much of a damn apologist at times, Ruben. You know, it gets me mad. You're an apologist. Speak it as it is, and then everyone knows what it is. That's why I love people like Pink Tyson. They speak their mind. They say exactly how it is. I don't understand how you can turn around, Ruben, and say this is a great interview from somebody being real, And then when somebody else comes out and speaks out real against your boy, then it's not. See, this the whole biasness. It's a real interview when it doesn't touch anything close to heart. When it doesn't touch any of your heroes. Once it touches your heroes, then people are haters, or they are, or they're harsh, or they need to have a rethink. No, we need to be a bit more honest about things, Good evening, Denise. Lou Dibella has just called Matchroom plantation. I think in anger because certain things have come out regarding the Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor fight. And I don't know the ins and outs completely of it, but I'm not surprised because of previous situations. But for Dibella to turn around and call Matchroom a plantation, it means that people are in potentially, allegedly, slave contracts, or if not slave contracts, they're not in control of things the way they should be in control of things. But then you can't blame always the manager or the promoter for that. The fighter's got a mind of their own. And of course, you've got to also remember, if you're going to play, you go to a place, people know that organization for paying good money and paying fighters on time and getting paid and all the rest of it. So I guess in some ways, people will sell their soul out to literally be boxing on Sky, if you think about it. So in that way, you are sort of like a slave. You'll give up your intellectual property, you'll give up your soul just to be able to get on a fight on these bills. I don't know. If you were to get Lou to go into detail, I hope he does go into detail, because somebody's going to ask him about that plantation thing. Somebody's going to go and ask him about it. But yeah, he hey, check this out. Check this out. Dibella says, he goes, and Eddie Hearn said in a Boxing Scenes article that he never asked for a reduced purse, nor said you wouldn't fight otherwise. Do you want me to take our private tweets public, Edward? Stop lying and deal with me. I'm Amanda's promoter. Don't antagonize her. Who are you, Trump? So there we go. So Dibella's basically saying, I'm not standing for it. I'm not standing for your lies. I'm not standing for your nonsense. And if you want me to expose you, I will expose you. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Let's make sure. Let me get that up for you to see that. Let me get that up for you to see it. Let's see what people are saying here. Lou doesn't have any loyalty ties at the moment. Reason why he can speak his mind, in my opinion. There you go. Not surprised at Ingram Jones. Knowing Lou, he will speak on it. There you go. Let me bring it up again so people don't think I'm lying about this or making it up as I go along. Let's get Lou Dibella up again, shall we? Lou Dibella. Get the tweet up. Let's go down the page. It's Lou Dibella there. Get on his page. I'll read it again. And Eddie Hearn said in a Boxing Scene article that he never asked for a reduced purse, nor said you wouldn't fight otherwise. Do you want me to take our private tweets public, Edward? Stop lying and deal with me. I'm Amanda's promoter. Don't antagonize her. Who are you, Trump? So there you have it there. That's what Lou Dibella is saying. That's not what I'm saying. Before you come and attack me, that's what Lou Dibella is saying. So, Mr. Apologetic, Mr. Make Excuses, Rube Guerrero, can you come out and I know you're like a PR spokesperson for Matchroom. Do you want to come out and defend what's going on at the moment? Again, after talking to Pink Tyson tonight, after hearing all what Pink Tyson had to say, I don't know. Look, The way I look at it is this: nobody's perfect. I would just like to see. For me personally, is a fighter just be able to get on and do the fighting. That's it. And yeah, that's it. Not good look for Eddie. LOL. Eddie looking bad in these streets. Well, I'm not here to make him look. The objective is not to make something look bad. It's just to further explain. Amanda don't want that Katie smoke. Oh, great. Eddie Hearn, I felt it'd be coming soon. Damage control, LOL. Yeah, probably. Quite possibly. Eddie gonna hold her to a contract. He said it's binding. Well, we'll see. Will be interesting to see. I think this will open it in further. Let's see now. I think Serrano wins. I think Serrano wins as well. I think Serrano wins. I mean, bloody, if the part-time police officer can beat her, then Serrano ain't no part-time police officer. So yeah, I hope the fight, it makes the fight even more interesting. But you know, I think that the thing about this the most is just when people think that certain things are not possible. I'm just talking rubbish where I say that media can be bought and be manipulated, or can be corrupted by promoters. You know, it can happen. It can happen. It's possible. And how contracts can go about in boxing. Some people are under the illusion because the promoter says it this way, then it's always going to be that way, and it's always going to be right. The promoter's never wrong. It's always the fighter, or it's always the manager's problem. It's not the promoter's problem. Well, I'm afraid to say that's not always the case. It's not always the case at all. But I just want to do a short video on that, and you all can decide for yourselves what you think. I'm only going by what is seen on the Twitter feed, right? And I'm going by what Dibella's saying, and what some might say. Well, okay, let's see what Eddie's got to say. Well, Katie will be exposed again and maybe stopped, says Michael. Probably. Katie win anytime, anywhere. I think we've got here definitely someone from the. Well, if you look at the picture on there. If you look at the picture here, this is what I'm talking about. If you look at the picture there, the person that's there, that is what you would call, but that's what you have to deal with. And this is what they call the brigade. Oh, dear me. Promoters have a lot of YouTube outlets in pocket. And, well, what did I say? What did I say? So expect the usual drivel that'll come out at the well-placed questions. Okay, Amanda doesn't look clean with 300 plus punches and not getting tired. Yeah, right. And Katie didn't look great getting beat up by a part-time police officer. That part-time police officer should be world champion today, and we shouldn't be talking about Katie Taylor. We should be talking about the girl that won the title that night. Just put it as it is. But her face didn't fit. She wasn't part of the plan. And that's why the police officer didn't get the justice that she deserved that night, because she won. So you can talk about all you want about Serrano, don't look like this and don't look like that. Katie Taylor didn't look that great when the police officer was fighting her. Katie Taylor, real talent. What about the part-time police officer? What about? Can anyone remind me of the lady's name again? The police officer, the part-time police officer that fought Katie Taylor on the night of Joshua getting knocked out by Ruiz. Can we get her name again, please? I think it's Josephine. I think it might be Josephine. I can't remember her last name. If somebody can bring her name up, I really want to give her that credit again because she beat Katie Taylor that night. Good and proper, she beat Katie Taylor. Let me. I look, and I'm not. I just like to keep things as they are. She beat Katie Taylor that night. Anybody who's got a pair of eyes will see that she beat Katie Taylor that night. Delphine Pearson. That's it. Delphine Pearson. Say her name. Delphine Pearson. Yeah, that's the lady. That's the young lady that beat Katie Taylor that night, but her face didn't fit the bill. She should be champion today. Taylor's going to get exposed eventually. She was exposed by the part-time police officer. So, yeah. Oh, dear me. I don't know, boxing fans. I don't know where this sport is going to be honest. But you all can decide for yourselves. You can thumb this up, thumb this down. It don't make a difference to me. Yes, Sean Edwards, good to see you in the room, my friend. Pearson, of course, Pearson won the fight. Serrano breakers Pearson. Katie's got all the money, fights lined up. Kobe box proved Katie won fair. Okay. The officer boxed her up. Thank you. What do you think of Terry Harper? Could be next British female fighter. Yeah, well, she won the title, didn't she? Shout out to Terry Harper. Yeah, she won the title, didn't she? So, I mean, and a lot of people didn't think she'd win it, but fair play to her. So shout out to her. And here again, Sean Edwards says, and she's a part-time boxer, LOL. Pearson. Say her name. Is he serious? No, he's a troll. He's a paid troll. You know, this is what they call the damage control troll. They see these trolls come out. As soon as a bit of heat comes up on the promoter, this troll they come out. They come out to play. Damage limitation, you know. Fight was close. Easy to make a case for both. I call the fight a draw, though. Okay. Police officer robbed on TV. Oh dear. Oh dear. Amanda's a 7-division world champion. Thank you very much. Tell them, brother. Tell them. Yeah, no robbery. Terry stops Tasha inside 3 rounds. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Numbers don't lie. We might be different opinion. Right. Numbers don't lie. Nor do punches, really. Clarissa Shields has one money fight, Layla Ali. I saw Layla Ali yesterday. I saw her yesterday live on Instagram, and she is looking as fine as ever. Layla Ali. Layla Ali. Looking as fine as ever. She was talking about all her products and all her services she's selling now in terms of health products and clean stuff to eat and organic and vegan and all this stuff. She don't need to come back and box no more. She is doing well for herself. Real well. She's looking good, on point. Lovely family, beautiful kids, and is really doing well for herself outside of boxing. So the Layla Ali products. So shout out to Layla Ali. She don't need to come back and fight. Getting tired of this troll. No, keep him in there. Keep him in there, because that's an example of the kind of crap that happens as soon as you mention anything that's, you know, they're paid to do that. So you need to see them come through every so often. Still a very fine lady, of course. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm just tired of people making excuses and apologies. Do you use CBD oil? I tell you what I do use. Let me get me. I think I've got it. Let me show you. It is amazing. Hold on. Let me get it for you. Wait. Oh, oh, oh. Free promotion here. Product there. Product placement. No, I don't get paid by these people, but I'm glad you asked me. I use this product. You can see that. It's hemp active gel, yeah, by 5 Kind, and smells great, and it works within minutes. Like, I've used stuff like Deep Heat and other things like that, but this stuff, I'm not getting sponsored by them. I literally just, my mum bought it for me over Amazon. This stuff is amazing. Like, my grandmother's got diabetes, and she's got a blood clot in her leg. And she rubs this stuff, and when the leg was swelling right up, she rubbed this stuff on it, and within 15 minutes, the swelling started going down. This stuff is absolutely amazing. It's hemp active gel, really good, and it's by 5 Kind. So do check it out. Well, CompuBox is right. Kate 1, Pearson should go back to policing. Okay, Ingram Jones. I read that Twitter exchange between Eddie and Amanda. Hearn kind of exposed Dibella for giving Amanda false info. She's angry with Lou right now. LOL. Ingram jumped down on Eddie's shadiness. Well, wait. Whoa. I'm reading what's on Twitter. All I'm doing is reading what's on Twitter. We'll give it a try. Yeah, try it out. Do try it out. So, all right. What we do, we go straight back now. We go straight back to it, people. That's how we operate. We go straight back on it. Because if I don't and clear it up, then people are going to say, oh, yeah, you're out of order. So I'm going straight back now to clean it up. That's how we go. That's how we roll. So we're refreshing this now. I'm going to refresh it as well. Still refreshing it. There we go. I've refreshed the page. And I'm not sure where they're getting the information from. It's 2 hours ago. And that's what's being said there. So I'm not sure where this other information is coming from. But what I'll do, I don't even know if I've got. I don't know if I'm even. I don't think I've even got Eddie Hearn on my page. I'll go to Dibella's page again. You can see I'm not following Dibella. So 2 hours ago, that's it. So that's what I've got by sharing the wall. That's it. So I'm not sure where the information is coming from, people. So I'm not sure where the information is coming from. So you ready? I read the exchange between Eddie and Amanda. Kern kind of exposed Dibella for giving Amanda false info. She's angry with Lou right now. Okay. So, well, Lou said he was going to bring out. He said he would bring out the DMs. So if it's the case that Lou Dibella has got the real information and he's going to protect himself, I'm sure the real tweets will come out. So I can only operate from what I see. So I would clear anything I had to say on this matter if it was if there was stuff out there, I'd be able to say, you know what, Mr. Hearn, I'm sorry, here's the information. But from what I'm reading there, and you read it yourself, and I've gone back and refreshed the page, I'm not sure how. We'll have to wait and see. So I'm all good to come back and say, Mr. Hearn, I got it all wrong. I'm happy to do that because that's just the kind of person I am. But I'm also the kind of person that wants to see right be right and wrong be wrong. Do you put that gel in your hair? Probably the reason why your hair is growing so fast. No, 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 no. I rub this on my shoulder. Rub this on the. I've got pain in my shoulder. I've had for years. I rub it on my shoulder. It goes straight in. It's really good. Put it anywhere for any sort of pains, muscle aches and stuff. It's really good. But no, my hair's growing good because I don't know. I've always had good hair. I've been waiting to get this hair growing for ages, so I'm growing it. See, it's worse than this. Trust me. It's worse than this. I've got a massive afro. It's only because I pat it down so much. It's not quite flat yet, though. Not flat the way I want it flat, but yeah, loving the afro, loving the afro. If you scroll down on her page to the tweet which starts, yes, I signed 4 contracts to fight Katie Taylor, despite what lies Eddie Hearn wants to say. Read the thread. Heard replies a few times. Oh, right. Well, I can't see Hearn's replies, so I can't. Or maybe I can. No, I can't. I don't think I can't see Hearn's reply. I'm not really interested in what he's got to say, but I can't really respond that way. So I don't know. Well, what does he say? If you can copy and paste what he says, we'll read it out. That's all. Like the best I can do is copy and paste it out. Yeah. So copy and paste it. That's the least I can do to end this for the night. My hair's growing good because of good food, my brother. I'm not going to be doing this again in a hurry, though. This is once in a lifetime. This hair, keep my hair like this. Thank goodness for COVID. You block Eddie? Well, after that nonsense with the Gospic situation those years ago, I just had no interest in keeping that around in here. Hello, afro coming on nicely. Yeah, we're just growing the afro, just growing it out. So yeah, if you get the information, great. Out. It'd be great so we can clear it up. I would like to clear that up. But in any case, let's see here. See what it says. Anyone says, yes, we discussed the purse. He confirmed you would not take a reduction, and we confirmed last Sunday that we will pay the full amount and confirm the new date. Okay. Okay. All right. So what has to happen now? What Lou Dibella has to do now? So we'll turn this. So then what we do now, we just wait to see what Lou Dibella says. What does Lou Dibella say in response? That's the thing. How does Lou Dibella respond to this? Does he bring out the DMs? Because he'll have to bring the DMs out to expose. If he says he's going to say that things lying, let's see. Is there any more information? I went and took a deal with TV because of that, and now I'm in the middle of this. I respect Lou Dibella, but I'm a person, not someone's toy. Can't do that to me. Okay. Well, it seems that Serrano is displeased with the way she's been handled. You know, let's see what's going on here. Ruben Guerrero says, wow. So, yeah. Ultimately, if this gets dirty, I expect that Dibella will have to bring out a DM. And we'll find out more from the DMs. But that's just me being skeptical. I don't trust. I don't trust what a promoter says for the most part. I really don't. I don't. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. I'm not going to turn around and say Lou Dibella's an angel either, because we had the whole situation with Lou Dibella and Deontay Wilder and that situation going a bit pear-shaped for him. So I don't know. But there you go. I've read it out at least. Is there anything else, Gorguja? Is there anything else that you can add to that as well for me before I go? So there it is. I mean, I've just got to take what he's written there, Gorguja, and add it to the thing. It's all you can do. It's all you really can do in a situation. So something's still not right, because you know, Serrano wants to get treated a certain way, and maybe she doesn't feel that she's been treated with the respect she deserves. A 7-time world champion. Get it. Get it. That's pretty much it for England right now. So thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. So all I want to see now is Lou Dibella pull out those DMs. We'll be interested to see if Lou posts DMs. Well, if Lou posts the DMs and it's got Eddie Hearn's name on it, what you going to call them fake as well? So it's just going to be a matter of this. Eventually, someone's going to do it and pull it all out. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Look, I just want to see the best fight the best, and I hope Serrano does get the fight with Katie Taylor. I love Serrano. I love Serrano as a fighter. I love everything she's accomplished in the sport of boxing. I've got the greatest respect for Katie Taylor, but Pearson beat her. Simple as that. Katie said the purse has been, Eddie said the purse has been agreed. I forgot about that. Okay. Agreed by who? Who agreed it? Who agreed it? I don't know. 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 So the bottom line is we have to see what Lou Dibella is going to have to say, whether he brings that DM, and how he responds to that afterwards, how the promoter responds to that, and how Serrano. It would be a shame that a fight like this doesn't get made. It really would. Eddie is very clever and can't see him being exposed anytime soon. Yeah, that's about right. Well, if he continues to get interviews where he writes the scripts and not writes the questions before he gets asked them, yeah, I don't think he'll get exposed anytime soon. Right, let me get the hell out of here. Who's flying a drone over Eddie's gaff when White versus Povetkin is on? I still would love to know, and somebody will have to ask the question, what Dibella meant by plantation. That's a very strong term to use, particularly in this climate right now with BLM, with that going on and tensions around the world being quite, you know, intense at the moment. Him calling Matchroom a plantation, that is something. That is something. And of course, old Baz had made the statement before about he was once a slave driver. I mean, we'll have to wait and see where this all ends up. As usual, it will probably just be a storm in a teacup, blow over, and people say it wasn't much of anything, because that's what happens. Dude, Bella violating with that comment. Yeah, but he's violating. But if it's the truth, Dibella's going to have to expand on that, because somebody's going to pull him up about it. And he's going to have to expand on it. Why did you say that? What gives you reason to say that? Can you give us examples of that? And it'll be interesting. I wonder if at some point, somewhere along the line, we may revisit the Dillian Whyte situation. I wonder. Right, I'm getting out of here because I'm getting kind of tired. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You know, that's why I would prefer if these things were done behind closed doors and not on Twitter. You know, behind closed doors. But Twitter also gives you the opportunity to see what's going on, hear what's going on, and show you that boxing isn't the lovely, great sport that at times people like to push things under the carpet. Dubois versus Joyce, possibly the best fight we're going to get second half of the year. Possibly, unless we're going to get Wilder Fury 3. Ella were acting like the promoters in Barry Hearn's time were better than and Lou's not an age himself. I think, you see, you didn't hear what I said. I said that early on. I didn't think Lou Dibella was any saint. I did say that as well. You're not listening to me. Lou's probably salty. See, but you, again, apologist. Because we all know really and truly that you are one of Eddie Hearn's boys. So we know that about you, Ruben. So it's okay. Just say you match him. It's okay. You're here to buy this and what you're saying. We know you're Matchroom. We all know you're Matchroom, so it's cool. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching again tonight. See, the thing about this is, and my closing, and I'm going to use my good friend Ruben Guerrera as a perfect example. A person cannot be considered balanced when everything is in their favor, right? I would say they're tolerant, because when something isn't in their favor, when something is going against the grain of what they believe, that's when you find that somebody can be balanced. But when somebody or fans that are fanatics of a particular personality, they'll take a person's personality over facts or take personality over truth. When that happens, we have a problem, which we call fanaticism, where you ignore the facts, ignore something that's in your face, and find excuses as to why your love is, and the person that you are infatuated over is so wonderful, and it has to be the other person that the issue is. That's fandom. That's what sadly is killing this sport. The fandomness. I think they will still fight, but Eddie leaving Serrano off the poster shows his binding statement may not be so binding after all. Facts. So this is a problem, and you know who these people are. They're not very smart, or they're not very clever at covering up what they like, because whenever there's a situation that either remotely gets anywhere near their fighters or their promoters or their personalities, you will hear, just imagine that orange. It looks like a nice solid orange, yeah? And then you put it in the, and you say to yourself, no juice will come out of it. No juice will come out of it. You start to squeeze the orange. You start to squeeze the orange, the water, the juice starts to come out. Why? Because you start putting pressure on the situation. This is what happens to these fans that come into these rooms. What happens is they come in with their ideas of who they like and who this is and what that is and what this is. They won't listen to any facts. And the facts are like this on them. Pressure, 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 pressure. And all the biasness starts coming out. All the biasness, all the, it's not possible. It's somebody else. Somebody else's problem. Oh, it's just squeezing it all the time. All the time. And unfortunately, with fans like this, the only way they understand about certain facts is when their fighter gets violently knocked out. And on that point, I shall say sayonara, good night, buonanotte, and I shall see you soon for another engaging conversation on BWTN Sports. It might not be what you like to hear, but when this happens and you start to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until the truth comes out, usually in these fights, where you've got all these ideas, all this stuff that they tell you in commentary and fill your head with nonsense. Oh, he's a great fighter. He's world class. He's this, and he's never fought in the top 30. He's this, he's that, he's the other. Then he gets put in the ring with somebody who can actually fight. And this is what happens real quickly. And then as that happens, starts squirting out all the stuff, the truth. Oh, he's this, he's that. And then before the fight, and then when they get knocked out, that's it. They're on to another fighter. Can't really talk boxing people like that, because they're always going to find excuses until their fighter gets violently knocked out. So, great show, says Ruben. Again, he backs up and says, great show. True objectivity is the dying breed in boxing. Peace. Yes, it is. And with that, I say good night. And don't be surprised, by the way, don't be surprised if what we spoke about tonight ends up in social media tomorrow and probably in some form of conversation. Now, remember, I took this information directly off Twitter. I didn't interject and add my own 2 pence piece in the middle of the conversation. I took it off Twitter. So it is what it is. Have a good night. And let's just see whether Lou is actually going to be a man of his word and release the DMs, or is he going to back up? Interesting. DM gate, we'll have to call it with Lou Dibella. Lou's DM gate. Good night.